I remember being in 7th grade and literally like having the police like take down everything out of my locker and search through it and finding drugs and paraphernalia and things like
Did you
that.
say when you were in 7th grade?
7th grade. I remember I was like had like a water bottle that was filled with orange juice and vodka in 7th grade. Like it was at school.
Did they
Like,
find it?
they did actually as we were going down to the whatever, but they didn't find that. But I had like
You tossed it in the
I
trash can.
did. I had holes in my pockets or whatever, so I had stuff stashed throughout my jacket. My mom leaves for work one day, and she leaves this like piece of paper on the counter, and she's like, "Hey, while I go to work, check this out." And I look at it, and it was Narconon. It was something about a rehab. And at that time, I'm a kid, right? So I've never been anywhere in my life. So I Google it on the computer, and the first thing I see is a big pool with palm trees. I'm like, sold. Let's go. Like, so yeah, that's how she got me to go to this rehab. The thing about Narconon is they don't just keep you there for your insurance time length. You're there throughout the program to get it done. I think I was there for 2 or 3 months, and until you finish every step of the program there, and it's really life changing. It's an incredible program. So I basically told her when she came home, I was like, yeah, sure, I'll go. And within like 24 hours, I was on a plane to California.
Wow.
At 14 by myself, the first time I was on a plane. And I definitely, at that moment, it also gave me a lot of independence from the pressures around you. You know, it was just completely relieved. And I was able to go out there and go through the whole program and really like become a contributing member of society. That's their product. Like, hey, we're going to take these people that are on drugs or, you know, criminals basically, and take them and turn them into contributing members of society that are clean and able to control and live their life.
Wow.
So that was for me. I get people all the time that come to me and they're like, Aaron, I can't believe from where you were to where you are now that you made it. I'm like, that moment right there was the point, was the make break point of my life that completely sent me on a different path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So.
And one thing I was going to ask about the Narconon program, because I've you know, I didn't come in through Narconon, but I've done some of the constituent steps. Like I've done the purification program.
Right.
I've done objectives, which is a part of it. And
Right.
then also some of the courses, right? The Tools for Life courses. In different forms of them, right?
Sure.
But similar. And I was going to ask is, you know, you're talking about you're there until the program is done and you've done the steps.
Right.
Is that, and, you know, is that like in the question of like getting a product, like getting a full done?
Yeah.
Was it to, you know, the Narconon staff's satisfaction or your own satisfaction or both?
So I guess that you do all of the courses, all of the steps, right? You do everything, and the objectives really change your whole perspective on life and livingness. And then after you leave, there's like a 6 or 8 month guarantee that you can go back free if you relapse within that time frame and handle and clean up. Well, there was when I went.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so, which I didn't need, you know, but luckily, but it's really through that whole thing, like you just become a whole different person. And I can't even tell you, like, I don't want to lie. Like I wasn't the best kid while I was there either. I ran away while I was there. I was literally using drugs on my purification program while I was there. Like I was not the best kid, and it still got it still helped me change my entire life. Yeah.
And what was that like? Like, what did you do after that? What was that like?
Yeah, well, luckily my mom.
Like, what a change! Like, just like, sorry,
massive change.
Yeah,
and luckily my mom married this guy while I was there, and she moved in with him, and so we were completely separated from that old environment that I was in.
That was my question.
That's the biggest change because I literally went back a couple times to see friends, and I could see they were just still stuck in the same issues, the same drugs, the same things. And you don't know how to handle that, you know, or you don't know how to help them when you're 16, 15 years old. But that's what I saw. And I had a friend of mine who was from elementary school, and we started talking online after I got back, and he's like, hey, let's hang out. I got this big way that we're getting money, like blah, blah, blah. And next week he went to prison for the rest of his life. And so if I would have went to see and hang out, I would have been just sucked right back into what they were doing. He ended up murdering a woman, and it was just like, that was the scene. That was the path for every single one of those people on that road. So
Wow.
luckily they ripped me out of that environment, and I would say that it's so therapeutic to change someone's environment in that process when they're going through hell or when they're in a situation that they shouldn't be in. It's just like take them out of it completely, and then they'll be able to get some space. Super
Yeah.
important.
Wow.
So that was like coming back. And then I started volunteering. My mom started letting me, I was like, hey, can I do these other courses at the church? So I
Yeah.
started at like 15 doing other courses and things like that.
Yeah.
So,
And what were the courses on?
yeah. So courses were on like personal efficiency or like how to ups and downs in life, and more of similar that I did at Narconon, but really helping me. My mom put me in that environment, which was like a sane environment at the Church of Scientology, where I could do courses and be around people that were all trying to make something of themselves and do better in life, which was huge compared to the other people I was around that were drinking drugs and trying not to do anything with their life and actually destroying their lives. So it was a completely different scene.